welcome to the next episode of the Endgame series. We are on episode 6, the final episode in phase 1. The final movie in phase 1. Are we done with phase 1? Are we just done with this whole series? I don't know.
Yeah, we're done. There's no more after this.
Sorry guys. We fooled you. I'm just kidding. All right. We're talking about the Avengers. As you can see with the Blu-ray behind me, the Avengers, directed by Josh Whedon, starring a bunch of unknown people. Who the hell is Robert Downey Jr.? Who the hell is Chris Hemsworth?
No. Never heard of them.
Who are these guys? Yeah.
Very attractive guys, but never heard of them.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you guys so much. In all seriousness, thank you guys so much for watching the previous episodes. We're on episode 6 right now. We have a guest that needs no introduction. He's pretty much introduced himself already. You have seen him in so many videos on my channel, and I'm also on his channel a lot. We have done like 40 or 50 plus collabs, Jay.
2 million.
2 million collaborations. We're breaking records, and we're continuing doing it. You guys all love this guy. He is the first meme, Mr. 1% himself, Jay Vader. Jay, what is going on, man?
Oh, yeah. It's going good. It's going good. Run on the spot. Get ready. Yeah, I'm happy to be on the series, the Endgame series, talking about the event. Thank God I got the Avengers. I swear I got Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, Thor the Dark World, I'd just hang myself live on your show just because you gave me those. Like, you would suffer.
But before we talk about the Avengers, we want you guys to join down below in the comment section. Answer these questions along with us. I have 10 questions to ask Mr. Vader here. And we want to hear your guys' responses on those questions. And what do you think about the Avengers? Do you love it, think it's okay, or do you absolutely hate it? Let's have a great discussion.
Also, this video is sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Yes, we forgot to mention that. This video is sponsored by Coca-Cola.
We're getting paid $25,000. Just
$25,000, and it's also sponsoring Jay's face. So, Jay, let's talk about the Avengers, man. What was your first experience with the Avengers? Have you read any of the comic books? Well, when did you see this movie? When did you see it in theaters? What was your first experience seeing this film come together?
Okay, yeah, I just got to start off. I never thought this would exist. When Iron Man had the end credits special and said, we're going to talk about the Avengers Initiative, I'm like, that's so cool. There's no way they'll go through with that shit, because there's been so many movies in the past that promised sequels and they never delivered. But this one did. It kept giving us movie after movie, and then the Avengers happened. The trailer came out. It looked amazing. And I was going to see it opening night, and of course I did see it opening night with my brother, and blown away. I loved it so much. It was every character from all these movies together, talking with each other, fighting against Loki. You get to see that whole battle sequence at the ending. It was just so mind-blowing to see, and I never thought this would happen. We had Avengers before we ever got a Justice League movie, which is hilarious. It is so funny that it happened. Seeing them all in the big circle lined up together, I'm just like, yes, that's the Avengers. And yeah, I just wanted more. After it was done, I wanted more. I just like, give me more of this. I want more.
So my first experience with the Avengers, watching this movie for the first time, absolutely enjoying what the phase 1 was bringing us so far. Iron Man was fantastic. Incredible Hulk was Iron Man 2 was and then Thor was good, and then Captain America, the first Avengers, amazing. And so going into the Avengers, I was super pumped. And this movie absolutely delivered. It's one of the most epic blockbusters you'll ever see put to cinema. What Kevin Feige, the pressure he had, Joss Whedon as well directing this movie, and it absolutely freaking delivered. This was my favorite film of 2012 by far. All the characters work so well together. Loki's such a fantastic villain, and the action sequences are some of the best action scenes you'll ever see in a comic book film. And yeah, just like you, man, this movie blew my brain, exploded. Like,
and it came out the same year as the Batman movie, and it was better than the Batman movie, Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yes.
but not better than the Avengers. But
No.
I love both. I love both.
I do too. I do too. But yes, Avengers so good, and I would have actually given it some Oscar love. I think it was on what visual effects. That's it. Like it easily.
Visual effects, yeah.
I would have
I
given
wouldn't.
screenplay nomination maybe. Like yeah.
What if the Avengers sucked and we had no MCU because of it? That's a pretty interesting question. What if this film was terrible and we had no MCU?
Oh God. That would be a disaster. Yeah. If this movie fails, we don't got anything else after this. Like this is gonna carry to phase two, and if it fails, like we don't get any more movies. We're not gonna get any more sequels and stuff. And yeah, that's just upsetting. I was very confident this movie was gonna work. It's Joss Whedon. He because he wrote Cabin in the Woods. I love his TV shows. My favorite show of all time is Firefly, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Like it's Joss Whedon. This guy knows what he's doing. I'm 100% confident this movie's gonna be great. But if it did fail, it would have been the most shocked I would have ever seen. Like the trailers were so good, everything was so good. Like there's no way this movie could fail, and it did. Like I couldn't believe it. Like that world would never exist. Maybe there's an alternate reality that this movie sucked. I don't want to live in that reality because I'm guessing like that people are just like living on the street and just everything is in chaos because that movie failed. The whole world would implode if Avengers sucked.
It would be very interesting if this movie didn't work. And if this film didn't work, we wouldn't have had the MCU we have today. All these sequels that make so much money. And thank God this movie worked because this movie made over $1.5 billion at the box office. It was a critical and financial success. Everyone loved it. And we had more Avengers movies because of it. And it's led to many more sequels and characters to come within the future MCU. And I absolutely loved it. And I was praying, hoping to God that it wouldn't fail. And it did not fail.
And the reason it made so much money is because everyone just went multiple times. I saw this movie 3 times in theaters, so no. I gave this movie a lot of money. So, and
here you go.
And my brother went with me 2 out of 3 times, so he saw it twice. My cousin saw it like 3 times. Like everyone just went multiple times to go see this movie, and like it has that watchability factor so much. Like I've seen Avengers like 27 times almost. Like because it just has that watchability, that fun factor. The witty dialogue, the great action, it's just so watchable.
Now, Jay, who else could have directed the Avengers if Joss Whedon didn't? Who else could you see direct the Avengers?
James Gunn. James Gunn could direct the Avengers because he did Guardians and he knows comedy, he knows slick action scenes. It might have been Avengers with an 80s soundtrack. That would be Tony Stark doing the moves with the headphones.
Pepper?
Pepper, where we at?
Pepper. And then Phil Coulson walks in. Mr. Stark, what?
Honestly, Spielberg could direct it. Spielberg knows fun action scenes. He did the Indiana Jones movies.
Yeah.
He did Ready Player One. He knows action. He knows characters. He knows how to do fun movies. Like, I can see Spielberg take on this out.
I could see J.J. Abrams doing this. I could see Spielberg. I could see James Wan. I could see James Gunn. But Joss Whedon was the perfect choice. Like his comedy, his use of action, it made everything work. Without Joss Whedon, I don't think it would have been as amazing as it was because Joss Whedon writes fantastic screenplays. Like you said, with Cabin in the Woods. So he's had experience with Chris Hemsworth before. And all these characters are just so funny. Like they work well together. Their banters, their arguments are so funny because the screenplay is fantastic. And that's because of Joss Whedon. Like without Joss Whedon, the script needed to be amazing. And that script would have been amazing without him.
I love that joke when Nick Fury's like, why he turned my soldiers into his own flying monkeys and stuff. And the Cap's like, I understood that.
I understood that.
Because it's funny because that movie was a Oscar in 1939. So Cap America would have seen that movie. So like, yeah, I like that.
That's a good nod. That's a good nod.
Very funny. I'm like, it's just Cap. Even Nick Fury, he does some pretty sneaky shit in this movie. Like he put like Phil Coulson's blood on the playing cards just to get Captain America, to push him forward to, stay on the Avengers team and stuff. Like that's some pretty shady shit right there. But that's Nick Fury for you.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson so perfectly cast as Nick Fury. He's the one who's leading the Avengers. And Nick Fury's hilarious in this movie, and he's the leader that does a lot of stuff in the film for sure. And just the banter between all the characters was just the best part. All right, Jay, if you could be an Avenger, if you could be one Avenger, which one would you be in this movie, and why?
I wouldn't be Hulk because I get angry too easily. So. I just saw a bad movie. I'd probably who'd I be? I'd be Cap. I'd be Captain America.
Damn it!
Yeah, I'm not smart enough to be Tony. And plus, without the suit, yeah, you don't have much. At least Cap, I have the strength, I have the ability, I can jump super high, I have the strength and everything, and yeah, I have the shield. I just want to hold that shield, just like my shield. Especially that whole fighting at the ending, just like, yeah, the shit he does when he does the bouncing of the shield and shit, like with Thor and everything, like that's fucking cool. I'd be Cap. I want to wear the suit too, just like the Star Spangled.
Yeah, I thought you'd be Hawkeye. Yeah. So Jay took my pick. I would also be Thor. I like Thor.
Oh yeah, just
cool. So I could fly with the hammer.
But if you were Thor in the movie, you would have to be falling in the elevator shaft too. Just like,
and I have to confront Loki. Do I look to be in a gaming mood?
Are you never not gonna fall?
Don't ever touch me again. Then don't take my stuff. No, he really likes his hammer, man. All right, Jay. Besides the Battle of New York, what is your favorite scene in this film? If you could pick one.
Puny God. Come on, it's the best.
Yeah, that's the best.
Bashing the shit out of Loki, just like, I am a god, and you're a bully, and you can't. And they just
Puny God. I know, that was reaction. Makes me laugh.
Theater, I was like clapping. I was like, yes!
Were people standing up cheering after that scene?
Everyone was dying when they just see Hulk just throwing Loki like he's just like a little doll. Like, oh my God, it was just pretty funny.
And he does the same thing to Thor in Thor Ragnarok. And then Loki's like, yes! Yes! That's how it feels.
Another one is also with Hulk is when they stop the thing and he just like punches Thor. Just like,
yeah, that was going to do that scene next.
Yeah. Just that's really funny.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I like that Hulk got a lot of some funny shit in this movie because he could easily just been this big brute, but he had some funny shit in it. And that scene kills me every time.
Loki invading the opera scene in Germany. The opera. Like, that's a scene that I think a lot of people don't talk about. Like, when Loki invades that opera party event thingy with Hawkeye, he has him under the mind control, and Dr. Selvig. Cap is the one who's sent to go after Loki. And then multiple Lokis come out of nowhere. Neil! And you are not to a man like you. There are no men like me. And then Cap comes out with the shield. I saw a man stand in front of everybody else. We ended up disagreeing. The soldier. And then it just leads to an awesome action. And then Tony comes out of nowhere. Hey, Romanoff, you miss me? And yeah, I always love that scene.
There is no wrong answer with that because it's the Avengers. Like, there's not really bad scenes. Like, it's just funny scene after funny scene after badass scene after badass scene. It gives us everything that we wanted because we saw these characters in all their movies, and now they're all together working off each other. It's just great. It's just fun. It's a good time.
So that definitely answers our next question. There's no least favorite scene for me.
Uh, least favorite.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'll accept that challenge. Hold on. like, some people say like when they're on the aircraft, it just kind of drags on for a little bit, but I like that because it's just them talking with each other.
It builds character.
It builds character. Some people don't like that, but I like that. I guess if I really like it, really digging for straws here, some of the scenes with Loki like talking to like that fucking dude with the fucking hood that works for Thanos. I guess that's okay. Like I still like that too, but some of the scenes with Loki and Stellan Skarsgård and Hawkeye, some of that I guess is not the most interesting, but I still like it.
I can't really find a least favorite scene for me.
I love Avengers. It's fun. It's 2 hours and 25 minutes of awesomeness.
Awesomeness.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're watching Avengers.
The song will get stuck inside your head. All right, why are we talking about the Lego movie now?
Let's talk about the Lego movie.
Why did this? Okay. All right, let's talk about Loki now.
Yes.
Jay, what do you make of Loki? Was he in the right mind to put Earth under his thumb? As he says in the movie.
Yeah, Loki is a good villain. A lot of people love Loki. I love Loki. He's great. Loki is just a mischievous asshole. That's kind of what he is. I don't consider him a straight villain. I just consider him kind of a prick. That's kind of what he is. He's sort of like a moderate. He's a hero and villain. And he's basically just Thanos' bitch in a way. That's kind of what he is. And he's not really that strong because almost every Avenger kicks the shit out of him in the Avengers.
Hey, Loki, you're my bitch.
Hulk kicks the shit out of him. Thor kicks the shit out of him. Even Hawkeye, he shoots the arrow, he catches it, and then it blows up in his face. Like, Loki is not a very powerful guy. And yeah, he gets kind of humiliated a few times in the movie.
And Iron Man, too.
Iron Man, like, everyone kicks the crap out of him. There's even a scene when he tries to do the mind control with Tony. It's just like...
Yeah, can we talk about that scene?
Yeah.
You managed to piss off every single one of them. And there's one person you pissed off. His name's Phil.
What makes Loki interesting is not because how powerful he is. It's because he's got a personality to him. He's funny. He's enjoyable. Tom Hiddleston does a great job playing him. But he's not a confident villain. Like, again, he's Thanos' bitch. He's not very powerful. He really does not succeed in the slightest bit in the Avengers. And yeah, I kind of wanted a more of a badass fight. Maybe him fighting all the Avengers, but honestly, he would get the shit kicked out of him. Like, literal.
I love the sound of that scepter, though. Oh, man, now. Oh, my God. This next question. Jay, let's talk about the post-credit scene.
Yes.
Is this Marvel's best post-credit scene to date with the reveal of Thanos? Like, what was your first reaction when you saw Thanos in that post-credit scene?
First thing I thought, like, they're doing it. They're actually doing it. They're gonna do the Infinity War. Like, right then, they're gonna do Infinity War. I fuck yes, yes. The best is my crowd when I saw it opening night. Everyone's like, oh, who's that? Oh,
red guy. Oh shit, that's Thanos.
Most people had no idea when that movie came out. I love comics, so that's Thanos. I'm like, oh my god, I whispered to my brother, like, they're gonna do Infinity War.
My god,
interesting.
I can understand why people would have that reaction because Thanos changes color so much.
Yeah, red, purple, silver,
the dark purple, light purple,
green,
yeah,
orange,
all the colors,
teal.
Yeah, I think this is Marvel's best post-credit scene. The reveal of Thanos, that blew my mind. I was like, "Oh my god, they're doing Infinity War!" I jumped up and down like a family.
And I was like, "He's having a seizure. Call an ambulance." No, I'm just excited.
No, Mom, I'm not jumping up and down. No, but son, what are you doing? I have no idea.
I have no idea. I'm so happy I can feel my arms.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's just eat some shawarma, Jay. I just love how there's just no dialogue. It's just them eating.
We should just do that right now. Just
all right, Jay. So question 9. Question 9. Where does the Avengers rank in your MCU ranking?
I would probably say it ranks now. If you would ask me 2 years ago, this would have been a different story. But
interesting.
I'd say number 4. Hold on. 4, yeah. Civil War, Winter Soldier, Infinity War, Avengers. Yeah, 4. Number 4.
Yeah, those are my top 4. Avengers is 4. It goes Infinity War, Civil War, Winter Soldier, then Avengers.
Yeah. So now number 4. Yeah, I think perfect ranking for the Avengers. I love because Infinity War, because Infinity War just does so much and just
the stakes are so high. Yeah.
I wanted to still like the Avengers more, but after Infinity War is done, like, yeah, that's better. That's a better movie. Yeah.
Thanos is a better villain. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So Avengers ranks in number 4, guys. So let's talk about the final question, man. How will the Avengers, the first Avengers, affect the Endgame?
It won't at all. No,
the possibilities. It won't. But possibilities.
Well, Batman's gonna show up, and
then Superman's gonna die.
And then the Duck comes.
Aquaman's gonna come out of nowhere.
Then Rick Decker from Blade Runner is gonna be like, "This is the wrong thing.
Why am I in this movie?" And then
I said no to Star Wars, so I'm not gonna.
And then Iron Giant's gonna pop out Superman.
Out of any MCU movie, I think it's gonna be the most effective because there's gonna be some time travel. And they're going to time travel to, I think, it's just a theory, they're going to time travel to the Avengers.
The Battle of New York.
Yes.
Did you see the behind-the-scenes photos?
Yeah, we've seen the photos, and that's where they are. So this is going to be a pivotal scene, a pivotal movie for the Endgame. 100%. This is going to affect a lot. I don't know how they're going to, but I have a feeling Loki's going to play a key part. They're going to have the Tesseract. They're going to do some stuff with the Infinity Stones for the 2012 and shit. I'm very curious because I don't know if Pepper Potts vanished.
We don't know if she vanished. Yeah.
So I don't know what they're going to do with that. Because Tony going to arrive on Earth and Pepper's not going to be there and shit. So.
Yeah, Tony sends a distress signal out to Pepper. We have no idea if she turned to dust.
Yeah, we have no idea. So I'm curious about that, but yeah, it's going to be a key thing because they're going to do some time travel because everyone disappeared. And the biggest place to time travel is when Loki came.
They're going to... So what they're going to do, So what they're going to do is they're going to make a new gauntlet. They're going to go back in time, use time travel, collect all the Infinity Stones again, and defeat Thanos.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel is going to be the key factor.
Yeah. They're going to go to Thanos and be like, who's going to go now?
And they're also going to use the Quantum Realm to save Ant-Man. Yeah. And we see Ant-Man in those set photos as well with the Avengers and all that. And that's how Ant-Man is going to go right to the facility and see Cap and Black Widow. So that's our discussion, guys. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the Avengers part to the Endgame series. And thank you so much, Jay, for talking about the Avengers with me and joining the Endgame series. We're in the Endgame now. I'm pretty sure you guys know who Jay is. Most of my subscribers definitely know who Jay Vaders is. Yeah. And if you guys don't know who Jay Vaders is, you need to go subscribe to this guy because he does a lot of top 10 videos, ranking videos, and movie reviews over on his channel. You see the videos I do, Jay does as well. And Jay, tell my lovely subscribers, they know you are. I'm just kidding. Tell them where they can find you on your social media.
You can find me on Jay Vaders on YouTube. We do the rankings, do the top 10s, do the movie reviews. I even do other things. We don't talk about those things. But
it's confidential.
check me out on Facebook and Twitter. Because I don't have Twitter.
Hashtag Jay get a Twitter. Write that in the comments.
I know you've all started that shit. I have people commenting, hashtag. Like, hey, don't start with me. But check me out on Facebook if you want to talk to me in person. Check out my YouTube channel, and
Jay's channel link will be in the description box below. You will not be disappointed. Thank you guys so much for watching this part to the Endgame series. Stay tuned, because now we're going into Phase 2 of the MCU. But now I will be discussing Iron Man 3 with Jared Buckendall. And then next week will also be Thor: The Dark World. And joining me for that is Patrick Burrow, a new special collaboration guest on my channel. So look forward to those videos. If you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe today to me as well as Mr. J Vaders in the description box below. All my social media links are in the description down below. Click that notification bell on your way out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Dark side.